Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to my Halloween related movies review and recommendation. Now, today we're going to be talking about Bad Apples. Now, Bad Apples is a 2018 film which runs approximately 85 minutes and is written and directed by Brian Coyne. Now, this stars Bree Grant, Graham Skipper, and Richard Reel. Now, Bree Grant and Richard Reel were in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 together. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, Bad Apples takes place the day before Halloween and the day of Halloween. And basically, two girls go trick or treating and wreak havoc wherever they go. And you're not really sure why this is happening. These are the two girls, these are the masks that they wear, and they are basically just going around from house to house, killing people, and you don't really find out why until towards the end. Now, I thought they could have done a little bit better of a job at telling people why they were doing what they were doing. However, I think the movie is entertaining on its own and stands on its own 2 feet enough to just be a great home invasion slash slasher film. And it's fairly brutal. Now, I had seen this somewhere before, and I cannot remember where I originally saw it. But I remember finding the DVD for it in my friend's flea market, and I was absolutely over the moon because I really like this film. Now, this is something a little different because this actually gets a very low score on IMDb. When I'm saying it's something different, of course, I'm being sarcastic because horror doesn't really do well on IMDb. However, this gets a very low score. And I read a lot of the reviews, and of course, Dumpster Fire came up. This movie makes no sense. Um, Very badly written, and I really disagree with that. First of all, if the movie makes no sense, you're not paying attention. And I find that in a lot of the movies that Joe and I review and do for Positive Spin, I think a lot of people are missing the point, and I think a lot of people are sitting there playing on their phone while they're watching the film and not really paying attention to the content. And then to go and write a review saying that the film makes no sense is very detrimental to the film when it's their fault for not paying attention in the first place. So, yeah, that kind of bothered me a little bit. Now, this, of course, has Graham Skipper in it. He is not in it a whole lot, but he was also in Almost Human. He's in all of Joe Begos' films in one way, shape, or form. And I just think he's a really talented actor. And I actually think that this is a really well made film. Like I said, the only thing they could have done better on is explaining why the girls were doing what they were doing. So I'm going to recommend this. Hopefully, people will like it as much as I do. And just remember, guys, physical media matters. And until next time.